I was not ready yet, so give me just a second. This camera decided to start recording when it wanted to. Instead of when I was ready. Maybe that's a sign. Be ready, because you don't know when the camera's going to start rolling. You're about to be in the spotlight. You're about to be in the spotlight for something. Oh, this is exciting. Hold on, Spirit. Hold on. I wasn't ready. Let me say a prayer real quick. I'm setting the intention. There's something that was coming through earlier, a few minutes ago, about intentionality. Being very, very intentional with your words, with how you move. Whether this is on a day-to-day basis, or I guess that's going to translate into how you do everything else. The way you show up in one way is how you're going to show up in other areas of your life. So there's something here about being very, very intentional at this time. Even the way, like when I filled my glass of water as I was getting set up, and I felt the need to clean my space real quick. So I went on this quick cleaning rampage. But even as I was cleaning, it was very intentional. Like I was wiping the table and I'm, not just rushing through it. I was, just being very present in what I was doing. So being very present in the cleaning that I was doing, being very present while I was filling my glass of water. And I'm going to take a sip. So go ahead, and this might be a call for you to hydrate a little bit more. So grab a glass of water. Let's all hydrate together. My kids and I like to do, to encourage each other to drink water throughout the day, because I'm pretty good with that, but my kids need reminders. So anytime you hear someone yell cheers from another room, you just got to find your water and drink it. So that's kind of a fun game. Maybe you can implement in your household. Just randomly hear cheers throughout the day, then just go drink your water. So there's something about being very intentional, maybe about nourishing your body, cleaning your space, inviting in new energy, clearing out the old to make room for the new. There's something about clearing out stuck energy. So I'm actually going to go open the window. Just a second. Okay, now I got some nice fresh air coming in. That might be something for you as well. Allow yourself to get some fresh air, a fresh perspective, a fresh set of eyes on things. And I grabbed this panda drum that it's my daughter's, but we're just gonna ring the panda drum to kind of cleanse the space here. Okay. Come through, Spirit. What is the message that the collective needs to hear? Today is my birthday. I turned 36. 36 years old today. Ooh, nice fresh breeze coming in. A nice cool breeze. Like a breath of fresh air. It's amazing. People, I used to hear my whole life, everything goes downhill after 30. I never believed that. I'm like, what a disempowering belief to hold. So I decided when I was getting close to 30 that I wasn't going to believe that. And I started changing my language around the way I was speaking about my 30s, saying, my 30s are going to be my best years yet. I feel better than ever in my 30s. Things go uphill after 30. You get richer and more beautiful and smarter. And why would you doom yourself to going downhill after 30? I've never understood that. Don't do that. If that's how you're speaking, change the way you're speaking. Maybe this is part of the message. Get a fresh way of speaking about your life or your career or your romantic situation or your relationship with your kids or your spouse or your boss or your friends or your neighbors. Change the way you speak. Get a fresh beliefs that serve you better. So yes, I am 36 years old and I feel great. I spent a wonderful day with my daughters. What spirit? I didn't even ask a question yet. I was just telling them about my birthday. And the Hierophant is here with the 7 of Cups. And these... the 7 of Cups is it's a variety. It's like a buffet of what the universe is giving you. It's like, here, have your choice. Look, and this figure here is just like kind of taken aback, like, oh, I have all these choices. So there may be something about, ooh, and this one in the center here looks like, it actually looks like what I just did, like this, but it's covered. Can you, oh geez, is this too bright? There we go. But it's covered and it's glowing red. And if you saw the recent video I just did, it was about someone trying to attack your root chakra. And the vibe that is coming through on this card is like, it's glowing. It's literally, this is like a red aura. This is, so your root chakra is about stability, right? And survival and base human needs. And once you are secure in your roots, then the rest of, then the energy can move through the rest of the chakras, right? But it has to start at the root. And it looks like you figured it out. It looks like you figured it out because it's glowing. Wow. So some of these cups do not have... Now I know the 7 of Cups can be interpreted in a negative way also, but I am not getting that. And this came out with the Hierophant, who is dressed in red. So I think you got the root chakra stuff figured out. Good job. Proud of you. High five. I've had to do some work on that too. And little things like cleaning your space, like being very intentional with how you... This one's sticking to me, so I'm going to take that. Okay, 3 of Cups, or the 5 of Cups. I'll get to that in a second. But being very intentional about how you nourish yourself, whether that's spiritually or physically, so that you are secure enough in your own right. The Hierophant is... Here I am trying to remember traditional tarot. If you're new here, I'm Joy, and we are here to have a good time. I'm here to bring a smile to your face, a little bit of joy to the world, mystical, magical joy to the world. And I don't read traditional tarot. I was raised very religious, so I will interpret these cards as I'm feeling called to by spirit, or the things that I notice about them or that stick out to me. And this Hierophant is... it's like your Kundalini awakening, and you were able to start at your root and unlock all your chakras all the way up till you stand in your power. Like the Hierophant is you standing in your power, like owning it. Oh, and I got the 5 here. The Hierophant is the number 5. And we've got the 5 of Cups. This 5 of Cups reminds me of the Hermit card. He's in a black cloak and he's paying attention to the cups that were spilled 2 of the cups that were spilled red liquid, and the 3rd cup spilled green liquid. That's very interesting. That's standing out to me. I never noticed that before. Okay, so we've got 5s are coming up as a theme right now. 5 is the number of change. What's the connection here, Spirit? Clarification on this 5 of Cups, because it looks like through your intentional living, whether that's, you know, being your own butler, setting out your clothes the day before so you can be productive the next day, making lunches ahead of time, taking a breath before you react, so you don't react strongly in certain situations, whether that's with your kids or at work. Just being very intentional with how you're speaking towards others or about yourself, right? So when you start intentionally living, it looks like the options are going to open up for you, but there's something about discernment coming through, because like I said, these cups, in this 7 of Cups, there's almost an air of deception. Like there's a snake in one, there's riches in another, there's that root chakra that's glowing, like that figure, right, that has that red aura around it, but it's cloaked, it's hidden. So these are almost, there's like a dragon or a gargoyle or something coming out of one, and a castle coming out of it. So some of these are good, and some of these maybe they might look good on the surface but not so good. Some of these are just not good. So be very discerning. There's something about discernment. Let's get some clarification. Clarification on this 5 of Cups here. I'm being called to the red versus the green that spilled out of those cups. 7. Oh no, 6. 6 of Wands. Okay. So 6 of Wands, there is progress forward. You got a man on a horse here and people rallying behind him or on his side, really, but he's leading them. Okay, so when you're stable in your root chakra and you're intentional with your living, then you unlock your Hierophant abilities and you're able to discern what is for you and what is not for you, because some of those cups, some got green and some got red. How are you going to know which cups to choose as the Hierophant? Okay. I'm going to read the 6 of Wands. Great news carried in state by the King's courier, victor, triumphing. Okay, so you are going to be victorious. You are going to choose the right cup. How will they know? I heard they will be guided. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Excuse me. Okay, what signs can they look out for so they don't pick the wrong cup here, so that they aren't, what, I just stuttered there. You might have a stutter, or pay attention to when you trip over your words. That might be an indication that that situation is not for you. There will be hesitation that comes up, whether that's literally like physically you stuttering or tripping over your words, or someone else tripping over their words. There's going to be some type of indication with the way someone is speaking about it that will alert you to whether it's a good cup or a not good cup for you to choose. And the Hierophant is, your intuition is on point. Your intuition is on point. So just listen to it, because Spirit is going to give you signs. Okay. We've got the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, the King of Swords is able to make a decision and execute. Like, he doesn't fuck around. Look at him. He means business. That King of Swords means business. So you will be given indications very like precise or very obvious of the direction in which your talents are meant to be used. You're going to be triumphant, right? We already know this is the end. This is the end goal here. But there is a warning about, you know, drinking from the wrong cup or choosing the wrong thing because it looks good, right? Like there's shiny jewels here, but I don't know, maybe they're stolen goods or something, and you don't want anything to do with that, right? So the King of Swords is very direct. You're going to be given direct, a direct message, whether that's through your intuition or through something in the physical world. Like I said, you tripping over your words, someone else tripping over their words, or something you hear. You may receive answers from Spirit from unlikely sources. What an interesting message this is. This is what I'm hearing. You may receive messages from Spirit that guide you, but from unlikely sources. So if you have a specific, be intentional. Okay, Spirit, I'm getting it. Be intentional with the question that you ask about those cups. So if there's a situation that you feel pulled in different directions with and you're just not sure what to do, be very intentional with the questions that you ask so Spirit can give you a very clear answer. Okay. And they will. The God of your understanding will. They'll show up like the King of Swords and be very direct, and you will be guided. And if you are choosing the wrong cup, you will be blocked from it. You will be cut away from that cup. And the Knight of Pentacles, I believe, is a message coming in. Let me see. Good news or a gift? That's what I'm hearing, a gift. He looks like he's offering the pentacle as a gift. Does this King of Swords have a gift for you? Is he the one that's going to be telling you which cup has the green and which cup has the red? Is he going to help you figure this out? Let's see. Let's look up Knight of Pentacles. Thank you for your patience. The Knight of Pentacles, utility, interest, serviceableness, rectitude, responsibility. Okay. responsibility is speaking to me about this Hierophant card. Like you have a responsibility because you're so tapped in, because you were able to have that Kundalini awakening, heal that root chakra and open the rest of them and step into your full power. You have a responsibility to follow where you're being led. I just heard. To follow where you're being led, because you are an integral part of this story. Interesting. So this King of Swords is like power or military or law, right? Law and responsibility. What am I missing here, Spirit? Where is the connection with these 5 cups here and the 3 that are spilled over? Can I get clarification on that 5 of cups? Give me a little bit more. The 8 of Wands. Each of these wands is... So we've got the 6 of Wands here, and now we've got the 8 of Wands. As clarification for that 5 of Cups, okay. Okay, Spirit, I got you. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. You got to bear with me here. And now I hear buzzing in my left ear. I think Spirit's laughing at me. So you may have chosen some of the wrong cups in the past, and that's okay. We have all chosen the wrong cups in the past. Not all that glitters is gold. Oh, that has been coming up a lot recently. And if you notice, he is almost in hermit mode, paying attention to these 3 cups that he's lost, right? He's got 2 red, 1 green. He's like, man, I picked 3 cups already, and of varying different things. Maybe this is professional career choices, or financial investments, or ways of parenting your kids, or how you communicate with your significant other, or any relationship. Maybe this is a friend who promises you one thing and then doesn't do it, or, you know, so he's tried, it's not like he tried once and gave up, right? He's tried several times. He picked cups that he thought were going to be fruitful for him. Cups are emotions, right? So he picked cups that he thought were going to nourish him, right? But maybe he didn't pick them intentionally. Maybe he just picked the ones that looked the best, right? And even though they were different things, none of them were for him because he wasn't tapped in at that point. I should say you. I'm just speaking about the figure here. But this is, so maybe you've tried different things and you're frustrated and you're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to wrap up in my cloak. I'm looking at everything that has tipped out and spilled already. And I'm like, man, I don't even want to try anything else. And Spirit is coming through to tell you, no, you've healed the root chakra. You now are the Hierophant. You have learned how to be grounded in the essence of all that you are, to be grounded in your ability as the Hierophant to tap into that intuition, to trust yourself. You have the responsibility to do that because not everyone is there yet. So you are a leader. You are a leader and you have the power to choose the right cup with intention, and when you move forward with the right cup, people will rally behind you. All of a sudden, you've got 8 wands, and that's movement forward in the right direction. Manifestation requires aligned action. So you were taking the action before, but it wasn't aligned. So it kept tipping over and spilling because you hadn't yet truly tapped into your Hierophant energy. You were not aligned yet. You had some lessons to learn, and that's okay. But now that you've learned how to tap into your intuition, how to be more intentional with things, how to make informed decisions and take informed, decisive action, right? Tapping into that King of Swords energy. Take that decisive action. You have the responsibility and the power to do it. And then 8 flowering wands. That's significant progress. And you've got people behind you supporting you. Okay, I get it. I get it, Spirit. Okay, so what can the collective expect from taking this aligned action? Oh my God. The Devil. So the devil in the tarot, could it mean the literal devil? Yes, of course. But spiritually, I'm just trying to cover up these people here. So the devil stands for resistance, right? There's still going to be resistance. But you are supported. And I think that's what Spirit is saying is you've got all the wands at your back. You've got all the wands at your back. Let's see. Oh, resistance in the form of the devil trying to convince you to go for a different cup that's still not meant for you. Because the more powerful you get, the more pissed off the devil becomes. Trust. Today, we've just been experiencing some things here in my family, and there have been odd synchronicities and stuff that I try to explain it to my daughter. When things are about to get good, the opposite will show up first. Okay? And some people like to say, this is a test from God. I don't use that language. I don't believe in that. I believe that the God of my understanding and the all-powerful energy that is in the universe, right? That keeps everything, the creator, right? I don't believe that that energy maliciously tests you, like to mess with you or to see if you're gonna oh my gosh, this whole thing just moved. It's the cat. Distraction. When you're about to hit something good, or when I'm about to say something that the devil doesn't want me to say, it shows up in the form of distractions, interruptions, strong situations that cause strong emotions, right? To get you out of your Hierophant energy. Oh my gosh, I have chills. The devil does not want you in this Hierophant energy because you are so powerful. And as the King of Swords, you have the power and you have the responsibility to make massive change. You have the power to rally people. Look at all these wands, to make massive movement, massive progress. So you can expect, I said, what can we expect? I thought it was going to be something good. No, the devil comes out. You can expect that you're going to be met with more resistance because you're so powerful. Ah, I have chills. And then, hold on, let the chills pass. I forgot, I was telling you about my daughter. So I was explaining to my daughter that when you're experiencing, you know, there's polarization in the universe, right? This is the law of, not rhythm, what am I trying to say? The law of polarity. So everything will have an equal and opposite reaction, right? And the more tuned in you get, the harder the devil's going to try, or devil energy, right? So when you can remain grounded and recognize that when these situations are occurring, that's all it is, it's a lot easier to just let it roll off of you. And then cleanse your energy, cleanse your space. You know, whether you are religious and you use prayers to do that, or you're just spiritual and you just speak intention, you know, I like to call on St. Michael. I say, you know, St. Michael, sever with your sword any energetic cords that are trying to attach to me, or any spirits that are low vibrational energies or entities in my energy, in my aura, be gone. You know, you can just speak intention, and your words have a lot of power. So like I said in the beginning of the reading, when I just really wanted to clean my space, and I did like a quick clean here, like, you know, sweeping the floor and wiping the counters, and just be very intentional with keeping your energy grounded, because you are going to be successful, but you're going to be met with a lot of resistance from this devil energy, because he does not want you stepping in, being in your Hierophant state. You're too powerful. And he knows that. He wants you to stay like this. He wants you to stay with that cloak hidden. Okay, so I don't know. It said maximum recording time reached, but now I have 7 more minutes. So I'll try and wrap it up. Okay, so the Page of Cups came out. Also, after I said what to expect. So the Page of Cups is a young, fresh energy. This card also came out the other day, and he just seems very like happy-go-lucky, and you know what this card feels like? Just relief. That's what I'm getting from this. It's just relief, because you're gonna overcome the devil. You stay in your Hierophant energy, stay grounded, align your chakras, cleanse your energy every day, cleanse your space, trust your intuition. You're going to be guided. You're going to be given decisive, signs from the universe on which cup to choose. And then you're going to get backup coming in. People are going to rally behind you, or your cause, or your professional moves, your whatever it is for you. Take it how it resonates. Apply it to your situation. Okay, Page of Cups. A studious youth, news, message, yep. Application, reflection. Okay, so it's relief. It's relief and messages from the divine showing you which cup to take. Which cup is the right cup for you. That's going to bring in this movement forward in that area of your life that you have been unsure in. So that's your message for today. Thank you for joining me. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the community. I'd love to bring joy to you and share the video with someone else that would enjoy this as well. If you want to work with me further, I do mindset coaching. I teach emotional regulation through EFT tapping, meditation, and stuff like that, specifically for moms, but not exclusively. So if you're interested in working with me further outside of just watching some tarot videos on YouTube, you can go to themommymindsetcoach.com. The links will be in the description below. And until next time, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, world.